So I'm changing colors on this project. And one of the things that I do when I change colors is, I pull my color through. And then to make sure things stay extra tight, I do a surgeon's knot. So what you do is you do right over left, like so. Trying to get it in the frame here. So right over left, like this, okay? Then you wrap either side, it doesn't matter, around. So there's once, okay? And then you wrap it a second time. So it should look like this. And then if it's to the point where you can pull it tight, like I can here, pull it tight. I know it's kind of hard to see. So I pulled it tight. That's it right here. Then you take the left side and it goes over the right side like this. So the opposite. It's kind of like you would do a square knot. However, you did wrap, I wrapped this down here twice, so you're not going to get it, but this is what creates that extra hold. So you've got this, and then you can do this once, like this, okay? So that is one wrap. Now you could do it more if you wanted to. Sometimes I do. It depends on exactly what I'm doing. If I'm trying to not have to use glue to keep the ends together, like in a baby blanket, I will wrap it twice. And then you just pull it tight and see how the green comes out both sides like a square knot. You can see where they're both coming out here, and the white is behind it right here. And then you pull it tight, and that holds the yarn together and tight. I do this when I join the same colors as well. So if I'm joining a green to a green, I will use this type of surgeon's knot to do this. If it's a baby blanket, sometimes I'm a little leery with some yarns that they might come loose. So I use a touch of fabric glue to make sure once I snip it down. But because this is going to be stuffed with polyfill, I am not going to cut this close. It doesn't need to be. But I am going to, obviously, I'm going to cut this yarn here, the green yarn, because I don't need it for the rest of this pattern. And so this one I'll probably cut a little bit shorter, but what you can do once you do a surgeon's knot is you can cut them close and they won't come loose. If it's a yarn that tends to loosen up, because there are some yarns that do that, I will, that's when I wrap it a couple more times. With the first wrap, I might, instead of wrapping it twice, I might do it 3 times. And then when I do the second wrap, this one right here, I might wrap it 3 times rather than, or I might wrap it twice rather than once if I do the other one 3 times. I have yet to have anything come loose since I've been doing this, so I find it really helpful, especially when joining the same color yarns. For yarns that seem to be, I guess slippery is the best word to use, where they tend to look like they're loosening up, then I will pull them taut And then I will use a little bit of fabric glue on each of the ends or where the wrap is to hold it in place. If it's a baby blanket, I do not do that because I don't want the, the glue, baby to accidentally bite or suck on the glue part of it or anything like that. So, but if it's just a regular blanket, and I use such a small amount, nobody notices it. Once it gets washed, it tends to be a lot more flexible. Fabric glue is meant to be flexible. So that's really it. Post in the comments if you have any questions.